2, 3, 4, Teddy lost his shorts again. He's burning down the sideline. Boots blurred, defenders flatline. Eyes on the prize, he don't even flinch till his shorts get yanked and we all get a glimpse. Yo, he's got the moves, he's got the pace. The fullback fire, no one can chase. But every second game without fail, he moves the crowd like it's Tales from the Tail. Tedesco's got that power peach. Tears through lines like a one-man breach. Every try a cheeky show, 'cause someone always grabs too low. He's the king with the runaway pants. Flashing footy fans from the stands. Might lose his kit, but never the ball. He scores, they cheer, we've seen it all. Go, go, Teddy, buns of steel. Spin through tackles like a damn pinwheel. A camera zoom, slow-mo reveal. Another week, another cheeky ordeal. Jerseys ripped, shorts halfway down. Still busts the line and owns the town. From Roosters fans to ref surprise. The league's most famous gluteal thigh. He ain't trying to show it off, but every game becomes a strip off. He shrugs it off, another dash. Just Teddy being Teddy with ass the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play. But it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Whoa, 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 ahoy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and teddy pants less. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the two and then we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest with a laugh and a cheer. We lay down our bets, no serious analysis, no expert critique, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks.
You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
Sideline jokes and post-match tales, all the big goofs and epic fails. We're not so serious and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world.
Wasted World of Sports crew, ahoy! How's everybody doing? Welcome to the final game of round 12. Can you believe we got through it? It's been a bit of a slog, hasn't it? But here we are, the final game ready to get underway. Cowboys versus Rabbitohs, and I have tossed and turned over this one all night long. I was going for the Cowboys, then I was going for the Rabbitohs, then I was going for the Cowboys again. And I've ultimately landed on the Rabbitohs. I think this game could go either way. There is a huge disparity in the odds. I'm just leaning towards the Rabbits in this one. Now, the Cowboys, they were very, very tough and gritty, and they thoroughly deserved their victory the other week against the Roosters at Magic Round. But they played badly overall. That's the way I'm looking at it. Whereas the Rabbitohs, Wayne Bennett has come out in press conferences and he's labelled their performance as embarrassing. I think they're due for a big performance. I mean, you don't let Uncle Wayne down too many times in a row before you finally click into gear. That's the way that I'm thinking about things at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me, though, either way. Either team, more than capable of pulling off the victory. So we'll see. Hart Ticker, ahoy, mate. Aussie John, ahoy, mate. Todd Payten, ahoy. Gamer Mel, ahoy there. And let's make sure I haven't missed any other channel members. Chris Bradley, ahoy, mate. Yeah, we don't want to miss channel members. That's a big no-no on my behalf. Stephen Peake, ahoy, mate. Welcome along, everybody. So, yes, the final game of the round before State of Origin kicks in. And how excited are we for State of Origin? I can't wait. Talking about disparity of odds. I've talked about the State of Origin odds a few times already, but anyway, I think I might do a specific video on Tuesday night all about the State of Origin. We'll do a special little preview, perhaps just for channel members on the YouTube. And I'll talk a little bit more about disparity in the odds because I think I've banged on about it enough over the course of the past week. Same game multi for this one. I guess you could say that the same game multi for this one, we've gone pretty hardcore.
You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
And my 4 legs is outrageous. But we'll see how it goes. Panther Jason, thank you very much for the heart me over on the TikTok. Very much appreciate it. Alex Johnston picks himself in any same game multi. The Rabbitohs left edge attack. They will always go down the left edge, whether Johnston's playing or not. AJ, anytime try. Picks himself. Now, the other bloke that I really, wanted to include this week, because every time I put him in my same game multi, that's when he doesn't score a try. Jackson Purdue, I feel, is due to get across the line. Stephen Peake, you're back in the Cowboys to back up from last night. Obviously meant last week there. Yes, there we go. He's just corrected himself in the chat. Now, a little bit of a smoky for this one. Peter Mamazelis, starting hooker for South Sydney. So I've thrown Mamazelis in there. He's capable of picking up a sneaky try or two. Hang on, I've written myself some notes. He is capable of a try or two when he's on the field. But the reason I've thrown him in there is because, if I can find him in my notes. See, I don't normally have notes. I usually just go off the cuff. So, okay. North Queensland Cowboys, their last 3 home matches. The opposition's starting hooker has scored a try. So, suggests to me that there's a little bit of a weakness around the ruck, close to the try line especially. Peter Mamazelis, can he make it a 4th game in a row where an opposition hooker has scored a try against the Cowboys? Now, we talked about who's going to win, who's going to lose, all that. I found it interesting. The Rabbitohs are 2 from 2 at this venue. 100% win rate. Now, I don't know if I've been led astray in that, or I don't know if I've been led astray on purpose, or if I've just misinterpreted what I saw. But, yeah, it's interesting. 100% win rate at this venue for the Rabbitohs. I think it'll be close. We know that the Cowboys can be hot or cold. They're up one week, they're down the next. They were up defensively against the Roosters, Magic Round. Generally speaking, this is the week where the Cowboys sort of come back down to earth a little bit. So let's go. South Sydney Rabbitohs in a very, very tight one. I love talking about Golden Point. A cheeky little Golden Point wager might not go astray here. A couple of options. If we have a look at the match results, let's have a look at the win markets or the match markets. That's what we want. Match markets or margin markets. Where would I find this? Either team to win 1 to 12. $1.74. So that's a pretty good little smoky there. Either team, 1 to 12, $1.74. I'm trying to find Golden Point, though. As the Rabbitohs run out onto the field, will there be extra time? That's what I like. Where's it hiding? Extra time. It's usually around the $15 mark anyway. That's all I'm saying. Usually around the $15 mark. Odd Poppet wants to know where Craig is. Craig Howarth. Got to get on board and support the bunnies. This one is for Jai. Says Whammy Yo. The Big Pelican, ahoy, mate. Put the house on the bunnies. It's a wrap. There we go. We heard it straight from the Big Pelican's mouth. Chris Joyer says Bunny's missing a few players. Yes, but so too are the Cowboys, let's not forget. Cowboys have got their origin players out. Braidon Burns, well, not that they have... Honestly, not that they have many origin players anymore, right? The Cowboys. They're probably... Are the Cowboys even less contributors to the Queensland team these days than the Titans? But yes, let's not forget the Cowboys missing Braidon Burns, missing Reuben Cotter, and of course, Tom Dearden basically out for the season. So, I mean, that's probably the most massive out of all. Nothing to do with origin, just out with injury. So, whilst the Rabbitohs are missing their origin stars, NH Beach Bum says never bet against the Easter Bunny or the Playboy Bunnies. There you go. Some interesting advice, but there he is, Craig Howarth, the man, the myth, the legend. This game about to get underway. Referee Grant Atkins. It looks like the Rabbitohs will be kicking off 100% win rate at this venue. Let's get it started. Rabbitohs, Cowboys, final game of round 12. And it is the Cows who have first use of it. Goat, ahoy there, mate. And let's just hope for a good game, a good finish to the round, as we get ready for State of Origin coming up on Wednesday night. The return of the old Panther coming and joining me here at the broadcast booth. Wasted HQ. And the Cowboys, the home side, up to the 40-metre line with Helam Lukey, who I do have in my anytime try scorers list this week as well. Helam Lukey. Every time I put him in, he doesn't score a try. 10 short of halfway here. The Cowboys on the fifth and last. Lodge plays it. Clifford kicks from inside the 40. And it is straight down the middle. Bounces 5 out from the Rabbitohs line, and Dufty charges onto it. Dufty bringing it outside the red zone here for the Bunnies. The Cowboys navigate their first set without issue. Good start to the game. A couple of newish faces. We saw Latrell Seawalt, of course, the other week. But Talanoa Penatani playing out on the right edge for the Bunnies. Let's keep an eye on that. The continued ongoing absence of Campbell Graham. A big one for the Rabbitohs. As they're up over halfway here, Ewan Aitken takes the fifth and last. They stay on the right-hand side for Ashton Ward. Puts the high ball up. And moving across for it is Drinkwater. Takes it on the full. And he'll bring it back to the 20-metre line. So both teams navigate their opening sets and get their kick away without issue. Big defense from the Rabbitohs here. 3-man tackle, driving Robert Darby backwards. Through the hands into midfield for Clifford. Quentin Paul, ahoy, mate. Robert Darby. Again, he's a little upright here, and he's driven back in a 3-man tackle. Aggressive defense from the Rabbitohs. 2 tackles left for the Cowboys. Taumalolo runs straight over the top of Totola. A couple of big bodies colliding. And Clifford gets the kick away from the halfway line. Down to Alex Johnston, and AJ taken down on the 20-metre line. So, in between the 20-metre lines, this game's been played so far as they trade sets early on. Where to cross, ahoy, mate. Where to cross 7. Welcome along. Odd Poppet, you're only about 5 minutes from home. Tell them to pause the game. Well, the game has just paused itself because Kalaumatangi has coughed the ball up on play 2. We have a slight pause for the scrum to go down. Keon Kalaumatangi. Loose carry. Cowboys force the mistake and they'll get the first opportunity. Oh, dear. Keon. There's the first mistake of the game. And a golden opportunity now for the home side as they break from the scrum. Clifford turns it on the inside for Lodge. 30 metres out in front of the posts. Cowboys shift left. Clifford for Drinkwater up in the line. Delays the pass for Derby, but couldn't force the outside man to jam in. 20 metres out on play 2. Marnie goes out the back for Taumalolo. He's picked up and dumped. Well, they tried to pick him up and dump him. They eventually get him to ground on like the third effort by Adam Elliott. Fake Slim Shady, ahoy mate, as the Cowboys get a set restart. Sam McIntyre will settle it in midfield. 20 metres out. First opportunity of the game. Lodge tries to sell the dummy out to the left. He's brought to ground 5 metres out. Marnie sends it right for Clifford. Drinkwater in the line again. Harbour Bridge ball over the top. Hits the chest of Labert. And Zachary Labert Supermans through the air and plants it down in the corner. Cowboys strike first. The try assist from Scotty Drinkwater. Zach Labert untouched in the corner. That was smooth. Very smooth. The double pump. Alex Johnston thought the ball was going out the back. Comes racing in off his edge. And AJ, that one's on you, my friend. I'm sorry to say, that one's all on you. Alex Johnston racing it about 10 metres out of position to make a hit on the man that was not receiving the ball. A nice finish from Zach Labert. Cowboys up 4-0. What a start from the home side. First opportunity they've given. And they come away with points. Fraser Kiori, ahoy mate. Hope you're having a good night, legend. Keep up the awesome content. Cheers, my friends. Jake Clifford from the sideline pushes it horribly across the face. And it stays 4 points to 0. Good start for the home side. Can they keep it up? 6 minutes gone. Cowboys lead 4 points to 0. The try to Zach Labert. Beautiful work from Scotty Drinkwater, by the way. A try assist. He's injected himself into the line on the left, on the right. Doesn't matter. He just pops up everywhere. A great signing for the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Interesting. A couple of Dragons-bound players playing tonight. One just set up a try for Zach Labert, and the other one was technically involved in the play. He's the one who dropped the ball to give them that field position and opportunity in the first place. So Keon Kalamatangi in an indirect way and Scott Drinkwater linking up ahead of life at their new club. They're full of running now. The Cowboys. Helam Lukey taken down on play 4. 10 short of halfway. Drinkwater again in midfield. Nice short ball for McKaylee. And McKaylee bends the line into the Rabbitohs half. Drinkwater at first receiver again. Throws the cutout pass. And it's lost forward by the Cowboys. The cutout pass hit the man in space. I think it was Robert Derby. Couldn't hold on, though. Oh, no, it was Jackson Purdue. Of course it was. Jackson Purdue is going to play like absolute cack tonight because he's in my multi. Rabbitohs back in possession now, just short of the halfway line. A little bit of a let-off there because the Cowboys were building nicely once again to put some more pressure on. Totola plays it on halfway. And big defense around the edges of the ruck. Elliott had nowhere to go. Now Ward at the back for Walker. Has to surrender in the tackle. The Cowboys defense racing up quickly and shutting the outside men down. Ward, very flat ball. Marginally forward to Aitken. No call from the official. 5th and last. Ward kicks back down that right edge. Contestable ball. Oh, it was taken in the air by Penatani, but he spills it as he falls back to ground. And the Cowboys will get the handover. Fantastic leap. Penatani, he just couldn't hold on. 9 minutes gone, just the one score. Rod Poppett, yes. Just noticed the score when he got in. The Cowboys on top early. To be fair, though, it was just off the back of an individual mistake from Keon Kalamatangi. Otherwise, both teams are just trading sets. Taumalolo rumbles it up over halfway. Big JT. 10 metres into the Rabbitohs half here on the fifth and last. Drinkwater, first receiver, puts the high ball up. Dufty comes forward for it, takes it and surrenders. 15 metres out from their own line here, the Rabbitohs. Lachlan Smith, ahoy, mate. Jules Craw, ahoy. Is Penatani told to go back to the mark and play it? He crept forward a little bit. Cheeky bugger. They love to try it, don't they? Adam Huglow, ahoy, mate. Good carry up the middle here from the Rabbitohs. I couldn't quite see who it was. I apologise, but Dufty takes it to halfway, plays it to nobody. Memazelis gets there. Set restart for the Rabbitohs. Spinner Shark, ahoy, mate. Memazelis goes short and nearly breaking the line. Sean Kepi. Ward goes out the back to nobody and it's lost. On the bounce, couldn't be scooped up. Cody Walker throws his arms up like, what are we doing, lads? Adam Sweets, ahoy, mate. Gemma says, not a fan of either team, but I hope the Rabbitohs win for Jai Arrow. It was a poor pass from Ashton Ward. He owns the error. Throws the hand up to apologise to his teammates. And now, some space for the Cowboys back in midfield. Purdue, a little upright. And it's a trend for the Cowboys runners at the moment. They're just going into contact a little upright. And these three-man tackles of the Rabbitohs driving them backwards 5 or 6 metres every time. McKaylee gets the nice low body position. That's what I was talking about. Keep it low to the ground. Clifford now to Drinkwater. The cutout pass over the top of everybody. Labert has time to retreat and claim it, but they've lost about 10 metres on the play. Drinkwater just not executing. That was the same play that led to the opening try. Alex Johnston holds his position this time, and the error is made. Clifford puts the high ball up. Dufty's under it. 10 out from his line. Almost slips as he takes it. And the Cowboys chase well, keeping the Rabbitohs pinned down into this corner. Good start for the home side. Remember, 2 for 2. The Rabbitohs at this ground, 100% win rate. And on the outside, Penatani almost slips the tackle of Robert Darby. Down the short side, that probably wasn't the play, but Tallis Duncan decided to have a crack at it anyway. Playing in the centres today. Tallis Duncan, the offload back for Dufty in midfield. Lukey's got him wrapped up. Fifth and last on halfway. Cody Walker puts the kick downfield, taken on the full by Drinkwater. And Drinkwater heads back infield to the 20. Got himself a little upright again. They've got to lower their body position here, the Cowboys. They just keep getting driven back in all the contacts. And again, 2 upright, but a late offload for Clifford. And they end up outside the 20 off the second phase. That'll be a talk for halftime, I'm sure. Todd Payten, get the body height down, boys. You're making yourself sitting ducks. Marnie kicks early here from dummy half. Space in behind Johnston. He pulls off a 40-20. Reed Marnie Tackle 3, midfield, 30 metres out from his own line. Kicks it early, finds touch inside the Rabbitohs 20. That is a monster. Perfectly placed over the head of Alex Johnston and too wide for Duffy. That was impressive. Taumalolo takes it to within 10. Another opportunity now for the Cowboys. Marnie from dummy half. Don't know what he was really attempting to do there, Marnie. The crash ball for Lodge. The Rabbitohs all over that. A metre out, right in front of the post. Out the back for Clifford. It's a poor pass. He has to retreat and drop off for Lukey. Lukey bumps off one, fights his way to the line, gets the ball to ground. Hillam Lukey looking around at the referee. What's he going to call? Hillam Lukey had no right to even get that close. He breaks the first tackle, runs into Mamazelis, and then just fights. Leg drive. From 5 metres out. The leg drive. Well, they're looking at here. He runs in behind Clifford. Is that what they're looking at? And then there's another Cowboy standing in the line that impedes Keon Kalamatangi. There's a couple of options here to take this try away from them, assuming that he scores it in the first place. It's gone up as no try. He's short there. Rolls over into the in-goal area. Momentum has definitely carried him there. But I think we're looking at the potential obstructions. Momentum has certainly carried him across. This could be the angle that tells us Lukey. Oh, has he promoted the ball? He might have had a cheeky little promote of the ball. I don't know. This has gone up as no try. I'm not sure that you can award it. I would love for it to be awarded because he's in my multi, but I don't think you can give this. Yeah, no try. There were too many factors there. It went up as no try in the first place. It would have been very hard to definitively overturn that. And I think they got that call right, despite the fact that Lukey's in my multi, and that would have been golden for me. The Rabbitohs survived that little scare. Max Hayes, ahoy, mate. Can that spark the Rabbitohs to life? They've been given a reprieve. Very, very difficult it would have been. As soon as it went up as no try and we saw the replays, there were so many things that could have come back for us. Alex Johnston in a little bit of space. Around the corner he goes for Walker. Cody Walker slips the tackle and then slips himself 20 metres out from the line. A nice line break there from the Rabbitohs down the left edge, their favourite left edge. Duffy in midfield, floats it over the top, and in space is Penatani, puts the head down, and Talanoa Penatani will score in the right corner. The Rabbitohs get a reprieve down the other end, and they come all the way upfield, 80 metres to score. Penatani scores. Here it was, Alex Johnston creating the space. Flips it around the corner for Cody Walker, who just gets tripped up by Tom Chester. And then they immediately shift to the other edge, where they caught the Cowboys short of numbers. Robert Derby about 10 metres infield. And Penatani with the pace. Four points apiece. Kick to come from the sideline. It was indeed the wake-up call for the Rabbitohs. Talanoa Penatani, huh? Remember that name. I think we'll see a lot more of him in the future. Beautiful shift left to right. The Cowboys not spread out across the field evenly. Left too much space. Latrell Seawalt from the sideline pushes it across the face. Both kickers failing from the sideline. 4 points all. Primrose, thank you very much for the 3 roses and the 5 You're Awesomes. Much appreciated. Four points apiece. 17 minutes gone. The Rabbitohs strike with their first real opportunity. The Cowboys, they struck with their first real opportunity. Should be a good game. A great game brewing up here. The kickoff down to the right corner, and Ashton Ward takes it, giving it to Sean Kepi there for the first hit-up. Primrose, thank you very much for the heart me on the TikTok. So many buys this weekend, indeed. As a penalty to the Rabbitohs. Grabbing around the neck. Jackson Purdue, of course it is. Jackson Purdue, I put the man in my same game multi, and he turns into utter, well, insert the word you think I might be thinking of. But yes, quite clearly there, had Sean Kepi around the throat. Finding touch on the halfway line. The Rabbitohs tap and go. 40 metres out. Straight up the middle goes Adam Elliott, stepping back in field. Primrose, thank you very much for the TikTok. As Kepi plays it in midfield. Rabbitohs on the attack again. Can they go back to back? Ward to the line for Walker. Beautiful short ball. Kept alive by Ewan Aitken. And Dufty will take it 10 metres out. Lined up to the left here. Ward back in field. Walker steps off the left and straight through. Cody Walker one-on-one with Drinkwater. Scotty brings him down. Penalty, though, for high contact. Right out in front. A gift 2 points if they want it. Wow, Cody Walker just suddenly sparked to life. Completely wrong foot's Helam Lukey. But Scott Drinkwater lined him up a little too good. Penalty for high contact. And they're going to have a shot at 2 here, the Rabbitohs. They're taking the shot at 2. Jeez, the way that this game's gone, you'd almost be tempted to keep the pressure on this early, wouldn't you? Absolute gift 2-pointer. I understand that. It's a gift 2. But they've got all the momentum at the moment, the Rabbitohs. Oh, Panther. Yes, it is correct. There you go. Oh, excuse me. There we go. It is correct. Souths have a perfect 2-0 record against the Cowboys at this stadium. But their overall record in Townsville is 4-12. Well, that's all right. Only this stadium matters. Latrell Seawalt from right in front puts it down the middle. Penalty goal. And the Rabbitohs lead 6 points to 4. Monkey Grip, ahoy there, mate, over on the TikTok. You've turned your TV commentary down. Yeah. The good old TV commentators, you either love them or you hate them, I find. I've noticed that, actually, with the TV commentary, whether it be Channel 9, whether it be Fox, I don't hear anybody ever say, they're all right. Nobody ever seems to just be, they either love it or they hate it. Nobody's on the fence. A quarter of the way through this game, 6 points to 4. The Rabbitohs with a slender lead. There you go, I'd pop it. Feeling a bit better about things at the moment. 2 points better, to be very specific, as Clifford gets us back underway. Shifting the target now for Cody Walker, who gives it to Kepi. And Sean Kepi brings it up to the 20-metre line for the Rabbitohs. Heading in field, Adam Elliott, another good carry. Making 10 metres every time at the moment. Totola now up to the 40. Bends the line. Thomas McKaylee brings him down as he's backtracking. Late offload for Memezelis. Gives it to Totola to go again. And he's up over halfway. Standing in a three-man tackle. Two left, and Dufty finds some space back up the triangle. 30 metres out now on the fifth and last. Memezelis sends it left for Walker, puts it high, looking for Alex Johnston. It's taken by Johnston, and he's wrestled over the sideline. That'll be a handover for the Cowboys. A pretty poor end of set, really, all things considered, but they did get all the way back upfield. The Rabbitohs, well, Alex Johnston, he just didn't grip the ball properly to be able to toss it back in. Goat, you've got the TV down and my volume up. Yes, very much appreciate everyone coming and hanging out here on the Wasted World of Sports. Peter Griffin names on in the number 15. Marnie going short for Cohen Hess, and boy, he wound up, the big man, up over halfway. In midfield, Drinkwater almost breaks through. The gap just closed up. Quick play the ball. Fifth and last. Cowboys kick it high. It's going to land a metre out from the try line. Dufties takes it. And he's grounded it on the line. It'll be a goal line dropout here for the Rabbitohs. But Dufty diffuses the kick. Are they going to captain's challenge? The Rabbitohs have elected to captain's challenge here. The call of a goal line dropout. They're hoping that there is some sort of illegality in the contest. Now, Dufty has leapt in the air for it. Have they got him early? Yes, they have. They've contacted him before he hits the ground. And this will be a penalty to the Rabbitohs. What a great captain's challenge. Goal line dropout becomes a piggyback upfield. Great captain's challenge. Here I was thinking, geez, they probably should just cop this and take the line dropout. $40 meters out now to Tola, bringing it back into midfield. Put down by three Cowboys. Odd Poppet says, stop calling him Dufty. His official name is Fluffy. On the halfway line, Rabbitohs play it and go into the Cowboys territory. Helam Lukey makes the tackle on Kepi. Keeping it in the middle channel. Ward runs the ball with two hands. Dummies can't get through. Walker now takes them on. Grubber's in behind the line. Gets the bounce. Puts a second kick on it. And contact has been cleared on Cody Walker, who fell as he tried to chase through. But Jackson Purdue scoops it up. Boy, Cody Walker, he is up for this game. Winding back the clock. That's old school. Okay, I'll try and speak properly. That's old school Cody. The little grubber for himself in behind the line. Cowboys now finding it tough going this set. Neem brings it outside the 30-meter line, but that is tackle 5. Big kick needed here from Clifford, and he delivers, sends it deep. Dufty backing up for it. He's touched it and dropped it into the in goal. Dufty has to race back for it. He's easily back into the field of play, but brought down 5 meters out from the line. What a kick from Jake Clifford. Oh, but they haven't followed up here because Penatani gets away and brings it outside the 20. They stay down the short side. Tallis Duncan hits the ball at pace. And then he gets a little working over on the ground. No call from the officials there. Just a little bit of a rough up. All right. Used to see that all the time back in the 80s. Walker onto Kalamatungi in midfield. Bumps off Clifford. Helam Lukey will bring him down just inside the Cowboys' half. Ashton Ward sending it deep. Drinkwater backing up. Tries to get the foot into the end goal area, but he can't. But a good kick return in the middle of the field. Drinkwater takes it out to the 20. Marciano. Ahoy there, mate. Bro, we need you commentating the NRL games on the TV. Oh, I appreciate that, Marciano. Fake Slim Shady's asking if Alex Johnston is injured. He's definitely not at 100%. I noticed after, look at him. He's kind of like hobbling around in back players. Peter Griffin-Neame coughs the ball up. A knock on halfway. The Cowboys spill the ball. 15 minutes to go until the halftime break. Trying to wrestle back momentum. And that's a big mistake. Peter Griffin-Neame. Loses it cold as he's getting up to play the ball. The Rabbitohs, a full set of 6 starting on the halfway line. What can they come up with? Dufty at first receiver off the scrum, heads to the right. 40 metres out here on play 1. Marciano, you did a bet on Alex Johnston to score 2. Well, he's still out there, so there's still a chance, very much so. And we know that the Rabbitohs love to attack left. Here they come again. Intercept by Jake Clifford. Clifford's up over halfway. Does he have the pace? Look at the Penatani track him down. Penatani with the try saver. 5 metres out, though. Quick play the ball, and on the burst goes Reed Mahoney. Too many numbers, and the Cowboys reclaim the lead. Jake Clifford with the intercept. And just like that, this game swings again. Cody Walker and Reed Mahoney going toe-to-toe. Oh, now there is a good matchup. Reed Mahoney, the little troublemaker. Cody Walker, the fiery potential lack of control over his temper. I mean, if you're going to have words with the opposition and try and get somebody to blow up and do something stupid, no offense, but you're targeting Cody Walker, aren't you? And Reed Mahoney was letting him know about it every step of the way after scoring this try. 8 points to 6, the kick to come. Jake Clifford with the intercept. Reed Mahoney finishes it off. And he was very, very happy to let Cody Walker know a thing or two. Tahila Saniel Rambalis. Ahoy there. Welcome along. Waste the World of Sports, live on YouTube, live on Twitch, live on TikTok. Each and every week. And, of course, this week, coming up on Wednesday night, State of Origin #1. It's that time of the year again, State of Origin. State versus state, mate versus mate. Queensland versus New South Wales. Clifford, about 10 metres to the right of the post, puts it down the middle this time. He set the try up with his intercept, and now he puts the conversion over to put the Cowboys up by 4. Lachlan Smith, you're supposed to be Queensland, but you're not? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What do we reckon, chat room? How do we feel about... I've got a few mates who born in New South Wales, but they support Queensland now because they live here. How do we feel? You continue to support where you were born, don't you? You don't just go for Queensland because you moved to Queensland, right? 12 and a half minutes left in this opening 40. And what an intriguing first half it's been. Again, here the Cowboys get a little upright. 3-man Rabbitohs tackle, driving them backwards. Again, Lukey this time, far too upright. 3-man Rabbitohs tackle, driving them back 5 metres. They've got to get their body height down. 20 out from their own line here on play 4. They're finding these sets tough going because of it. They've got to drop that body height. 5th and last, Clifford from the 30-metre line. Another big kick all the way down to Dufty on the 20. The kick chase, a little lax this time, and Dufty brings it up to the 40. Told to go back to the mark and play it. Moskioz, support where you're from for sure. Odd Poppet, Origin is this Wednesday, yes. We are 3 nights away. In 3 hours' time, 3 days from now, we will be live for State of Origin 1 as the Rabbitohs shift right. Walker with the bounce pass out to Penatani, who does well to collect it. Down around his ankles, 30 metres out from the line. Aitken with some fancy footwork that doesn't really fool anybody. Takes it up to the 20. Fifth and last now, back into midfield. Walker puts it through the hands. Sewell goes in and away and feeds Alex Johnston. Runs out of space. He has to flick it back in for Dufty, who kicks it to Reid Marnie, who can't control the ball. He's knocked it on. A result here for the Rabbitohs. A scrum 10 metres out. 10.5 minutes to play in this opening half. Reid Marnie coughing it up. Game of Mel, you go for New South Wales, but for some reason you support Melbourne. But that's okay. Clubland, you can support whoever you want. This is State of Origin. I've got no problem with you being from New South Wales and supporting Melbourne Storm. That makes perfect sense. Clubland doesn't matter. As Sewell fights his way through. Taken down millimetres out from the line here on this left edge. Kalamatangi at first receiver. They're up quickly on him. 5 metres out. Ward kicks early in behind the line. Were the Rabbitohs taken out? Well, they're going to have a look. Referee says we'll have a look at this contact on the kick chase. Ashton Ward kicking early here on play 3. He's put it over the dead ball line. So this is either going to be a penalty for obstructing the kick chase or it will be a 7-tackle set. This is suddenly a huge call. This is now a massive call. Ashton Ward kicking early from 10 metres out. A grubber. The Cowboys the Cowboys have reached out here defensively and made contact with the kick chasers. They have made contact. Will that constitute an obstruction to the kick chase, though? It looks like they're saying no. 7-tackle set here for the Cowboys. Jabati, ahoy mate, from PNG. But you support the Panthers and now the Blues. And of course, you get to support the Chiefs in 2028 as a big carry here from Cohen Hess. Fights his way up over the halfway line and flicks it back now for Chester. Chester finds some space and Keon Kalamatangi brings him down. Marnie scoops it up. They're 40 metres out now. McIntyre dummies. And Totola wrangles him to ground with the help of LeBlanc. 25 out in midfield. The Cowboys making use of this 7-tackle set. Neem out the back for Clifford. He kicks early in behind the Rabbitohs line and Latrell Seawald's back there. Gathers it on the run. Brings it back 5 metres out in front of the posts. But what's with these early kicks? They still had 3 tackles left there, the Cowboys. Might have won it that time over again. JG, ahoy mate. Doing very well, thank you. As the Rabbitohs now, 8.5 minutes to go in the opening half. Slightly forward pass there to Lockie Hubner. They've got away with it, the Rabbitohs. 5th and last on halfway. Ashton Ward with the kick. Backing up for it is Drinkwater. Fires an infield. And space almost opens up for Purdue. Tackled on the 20-metre line. Oh, that's a huge hit from Liam LeBlanc. Folds Tom Chester in half. Now Lukey 35 out. As the Cowboys look to build. A nice carry there from Robert Derby. Back into the Rabbitohs half. They've definitely taken the momentum back in this game, the Cowboys. Brogan Holick, ahoy. Fifth and last. Clifford puts the high ball up. Duffy's under it in front of his own posts. Bringing it back, steps around Chester, who goes around the ankles and brings him down. A good old traditional tackle, that one. You don't see those all that often anymore. That's how I was taught to tackle. Contact the hips, slide down around the ankles. That was the old days, right? The old days before you had to wrap the ball up and get involved in the wrestle. Fourth tackle here for the Bunnies, though. Just short of the halfway line. Ward goes out to the right for Tallis Duncan. Quick hands for Panatani, but the pass a little too low, and he loses it around his ankles. Cowboys will have the ball on halfway. Frustration. Yes, the Rabbitohs supporters in the crowd frustrated. They're just missing the execution. Tallis Duncan, if that pass is just half a metre higher, six and a half minutes to go in this opening 40. Anybody's ball game still. Clint 007, oi mate. Come on, Duncan and Dufty for tries as the Cowboys shift left from the scrum. Purdue can't get on the outside of Duncan. I swear to God, Jackson Purdue. Honestly, every single game I have him in my same game multi, he decides to just not play. Good carry there from Thomas McKaylee. 25 metres out, back on the attack here, the Cows. Drinkwater's in the line. Drinkwater goes straight through. Flicks it out the back of the hands for Tom Chester. And that, I'm afraid, was just way too easy down the right edge. 14 points to 6, the kick to come. Thomas Chester. Another try set up by Scotty Drinkwater. Oh, he's having a man-of-the-match performance so far as the Drink. Getting himself in the line on that right side, left side. It doesn't matter. He's popping up everywhere. Running the ball with two hands. Clifford for Drinkwater out the back. Holding the ball in two hands. Goes through the gap and flicks it out the back of the hand to Chester in support. That was just lovely. Beautiful. What a pass. Drinkwater to Chester. It's another try assist for Scotty Drinkwater. And the Cowboys are about to be up by 10 going into the break. I don't know what that try celebration is from the Cowboys. We might need an explanation on that one at full time. Jake Clifford from right beside the posts. Puts it down the middle. Cowboys lead 16-6. Odd Poppet, you didn't ask for a drink. Dapa Yupe. I hope I said that correctly. 5384. Supporting the Kumul players playing for Cowboys, which would, of course, be Zach Labert, if I'm correct. Who else have we got? Robert Derby? As the Cowboys take the kickoff. Leading by 10 going into the halftime break. Ollie is the best. Ahoy, mate. A good carry from Thomas McKaylee. Peter Griffin Neem out to the 30 and beyond. They want more points here before the break, the Cowboys. 10 short of halfway. Sutton goes to ground. Marnie from dummy half. Heads across field, links up with Neem. Just short of halfway on the fifth and last. Clifford down this right side, puts the ball high. Johnston tracking back in field for it, takes it. And Alex Johnston finds half a gap. Keelan Lukey shuts him down on the 20. Three minutes until the break. Kalamatangi standing down this short side again. Just short of the 40. Infield they go. Ward for Dufty. Spins back infield. Purdue comes back at him. And Dufty's taken a ground on the halfway mark. Fifth and last here for the Rabbitohs. Oh, no, that's tackle 4. Now it's the fifth and last. 40 metres out. What can they come up with? Ashton Ward skews it off the side of the boot. Doesn't get a lot of distance on it. And it's taken by Robert Darby 20 metres out from his own line. A poor kick. They chased quickly and put pressure on Ward. And he skewed it. Labert now fights his way through a couple of tackles in midfield. 2 minutes until the break. Lawrence says, Souths, come on, lift. If you can't win on the back of Jai, something's wrong. Cohen Hess now fends away from Totola. Cohen Hess is breaking a tackle every single run. 2 tackles left. Clifford, out the back it goes now. Chester tries to step inside Seawalt, who goes with him. It's the fifth and last, 40 metres out. Drinkwater puts it high. Coming forward for it is Dufty, and he takes it under no pressure at the back. They chase through and let him have it. 1:30 until the break. 16 points to 6. The Cowboys putting pressure on this 100% win rate that the Rabbitohs have at this ground in a very small sample size, in fairness. Only twice. Oh, and forward from dummy half there. They get away with it. Rabbitohs up to halfway. That's a good carry. Fifth and last. Just inside the Cowboys half. Ashton Ward puts the kick down. Derby's under it. And he takes it 10 out from his own line. Heading back into midfield. Trying to find a weak shoulder somewhere. 43 seconds until the break. And the Cowboys have had a pretty solid first half overall. Troy Lamatia up the waz. Yes, up the bloody waz. 2026 could be the year. Zach Labert fights his way through 1-2 before he goes to ground on halfway. McKaylee onto Sutton in midfield. Back in the Rabbitohs half. 19 seconds to go. Marnie goes for Neem up the middle. Fifth and last. 2-point drop goal. 2-point drop goal. Drinkwater. No, Clifford goes for the 2-point drop goal. He puts it on target. Puts it down the middle. 2 more points before the break. Jake Clifford with a 2-point drop goal. They got themselves in range right on the stroke of halftime. And Jake Clifford from 45 metres out absolutely nails the 2-pointer. Hit it sweet. Right down the middle. It never looked like missing. It absolutely never looked like missing. He struck it sweet. It went right down the middle. And the Cowboys go into halftime 18 points to 6 up. Well on top. Well on top. What a first half. Cowboys. Rex Marceau. Both teams have PNG Kumul boys playing. Support for both, but Cowboys must win by 1-12. David Joe says up the Cowboys. Rapetti Paval on fire, the Cows. Odd Poppet says, no one asked for a drink of water. I'd rather a beer or a rum. Funnily enough, Odd Poppet, on the same game multi graphics down the bottom, there was a period of time there wherever I would have Scott drink water in the anytime try scorer market, I would put him in as Scotty drink beer. But after a couple of seasons, the joke had kind of run its course for us on the on-screen display. But yes, great minds think alike, right? Odd Poppet. Hayes, ahoy, mate. Over on the TikTok. Craig Howard says, is it drink water or eat food? It's drink beer and eat food. That'd be my CIA undercover screen name. Either one of those. Pick either one. Walter Pokia. Ahoy, mate. We've literally just gone into halftime, mate. 18 points to 6 at the halftime break. The siren just sounded and Jake Clifford snapped a 2-point drop goal from 45 meters out. Ghost Particle says they real-time manipulate the NRL table for betting's sake. Well, we can't say that with any certainty, but I have often had conversations with people about any time that there's, since the game became professional and now there's real money involved, like proper, we're talking like hundreds of thousands of dollars involved. Of course, there's going to be even if they don't do it on purpose, there would be subconscious manipulation of certain things. That's why we see from one game to the other, crack down on this, it's let go in the very next game. And then suddenly it's called again, depending on who's playing and you know what I mean? These little things happen and you have to ask the question. And it wouldn't surprise me. We obviously can't say with any certainty, but you've got to think. Peter Clark watching from the Philippines. Cheers. Cheers. Benji Plazo. Who do I go for? The Cronulla Sharks are my team. Hanging tough. New Kids on the Block style. That one's for you, Craig. Hanging tough. New Kids on the Block style. On the brink of the top 8 there, my Sharkies. Poor Craig, he's going to go on a hate campaign soon against the New Kids on the Block. Like, Dan. Stop it, Dan. Blitz, ahoy, mates. Jai Gray should be playing. Not entirely sure why they decided to make the switch up. Matt Duffy was named in the number 14 jersey. Jai Gray was initially named at fullback. For some reason, Uncle Wayne decided to switch before kickoff. Duffy started the game. Jai Gray from the bench. Perhaps the way of thinking would be North Queensland, right? North Queensland, hot conditions. Actually, inject some fresh legs, some fresh zippy legs of Jai Gray. Yeah, Townsville, Townsville. Very hot. Traditionally, maybe he's thinking that Jai Gray late in the game would add more value given the conditions than Matt Duffy. I don't know. I'm obviously not an NRL coach, so I don't know what the reasoning could be. But look, it's Wayne Bennett. So if Wayne Bennett thinks it's a good idea, chances are it's a good idea and he has a plan for something. So we'll see how it turns out. All right, Waste of World of Sports crew, halftime here. I will have a quick break and we'll be back for the second half action. After this, 18 points to 6. Cowboys leading at home at the break. Scott Drinkwater, a man of the match performance so far. Can he keep it up in the second half? We'll find out shortly. Second half coming up.
for the jokes and teddy pants less. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the two and then we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we lay down our bets. No serious analysis, no expert critique, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. Sideline jokes and post-match tales, all the big goofs and epic fails. We're not so serious and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in a world where the banter is prime.
Wasted world of
Wasted world of
sports, eh?
sports, we're having a good time. So come
Oh, he's copped that head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
where the banter's all
Ahoy!
and the laughs.
He's nearly taken security's head off.
Wasted world of sports.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.
Wasted Water Sports crew, welcome back. Halftime here. 18 points to 6 in favour of the home side. Can the Rabbitohs fight back in the second half? We've seen them do it before. They need to do it again. Otherwise, they're letting a lot of people down. Adam Huglo, Drinkwater and Aitken and or Johnston. You're stoked. Oh, God. Advertisement on Channel 9. Benji Plazo, your dad is the coach of the Knights. Jovan, _10. Ahoy, mates. Jonathan Manson says the early two didn't work too well today. Maybe better second half. Yes, it's one of those things. It's easy with the benefit of hindsight, isn't it? The benefit of hindsight, you can look at it and go, well, they lost all their momentum as soon as they took that two. Maybe they should have kept the pressure on and gone for more. I remember raising it at the time. I'm sure quite a few people in the chat room did as well. It's easy to reflect and say they should have done this, should have done that. Yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess. Caden Murphy, you need Johnston and number 12 for Souths. That would be Keon Kalamatangi, who has got the Butterfingers today. Keon. He'll need a much improved second half performance. So yeah, just some simple things for the Rabbitohs, really. Some passes, hitting the ankles or going in behind the runner rather than hitting the chest. If they can fix that up in the second half, they're creating opportunities. They're just letting themselves down with dropped ball, passes not going to hand, forcing some poor last tackle options, that sort of thing. So it's not like they're out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. 18 points to 6. 2 converted tries. I mean, we see teams constantly come back from bigger margins. We'll see if Souths can do it as well here in the second half. Alois, Terry, Jamari, go the Cows. Trust always. PNG with you guys. I tell you what, so much support from Papua New Guinea. I can't... Honestly, I can't wait for the PNG Chiefs to enter the competition. It's going to be very interesting. PNG Chiefs, of course, they're on the verge of signing Braidon Burns to go with Jerome Luai. They're going to put together a pretty decent team running out. They've already got Alex Johnston, Jerome Luai. Braidon Burns is now very likely the next player to make the jump. I mean, that's only 3 players, of course, but still, that's 3 pretty high-profile players, right? Like, the Bears haven't done this well. Jonathan Manson. Sorry, mate. Jonathan Mason. I'm trying to put you in the Manson family. That's all right if it's Marilyn Manson. Jonathan Mason. What's my opinion on the Wars? Look, I have said a couple of different times now for the Wars, this is a test for them. This is a real tester. This is the type of game they would usually lose and fall back down to earth. Every single time I've talked about that in a pre-stream this season, so far, they have risen to the occasion. I think we have seen the Wars turn a corner this year. I think they're the real deal. I really do. I think we see the Wars go deep into the finals this year. Oh, State of Origin adverts on the TV. Who's excited? We're excited. State of Origin Game 1. 3 days away. The live stream here will start 2.5 hours in 3 days. 2.5 hours and 3 days from now, we will be live for State of Origin number 1. Sweet Pea, your security for State of Origin Game 1. Very nice. You know that security guards aren't meant to watch the game, but you'll be taking a cheeky look at the game, won't you? Sweet Pea. You'll have a cheeky look over. I don't think that's really enforced. I think it's just an etiquette thing. Second half about to get underway. Cowboys to kick off. Rabbitohs running left to right here in the second half. 18 points to 6. I wonder what Uncle Wayne had to say. Referee blows the whistle. Second half underway. The Cowboys are taking their sweet time to get this one off and running. Clifford kicks, sending it into the left corner as I predicted. Cody Walker takes it and charging onto it. Charging onto it is Liam LeBlanc. Carries it up to the 20-meter line. When will we see Jai Gray? When does he get into the game? The fresh legs. Little Mighty Mouse. 10 short of halfway now to Tola with good leg drive. Takes tackle 5. Here, good run from Dufty. 40 meters out. Ward puts the high ball up. Cowboys, easy take from Derby. 10 out from his own line. And a good chase from Dufty and Duncan. They keep him pinned down there. Fraser Kiori up the Maroons. They had the best players in modern history. Best player in the world once upon a time. There you go. I wonder who he's talking about. Because it's a very subjective thing, of course. Craig Howarth, go the Blues for game 1. Game 1 in the men's game. And for a whitewash in the women's game. For anybody that might be interested in that. As the kick downfield taken by the Bunnies. And Penatani charges it back. 20 meters out from their own line there, the Rabbitohs. Need to be the first team to score in the second half, you would think. I hate to state the obvious, but you get the feeling that's where it needs to go. Down the short side and some quick hands. The pass is forced and Robert Derby intercepts for the Cowboys. Oh, that is not the start that the Rabbitohs needed. Jamie Humphries not fresh on the park. Pushes the pass. Nobody backing up. Oh, dear. That's really poor. 35 metres out. Cowboys on the attack. Clifford drops it off to Peter Griffin-Neame. 35 metres out. Drinkwater in the line again. Delays the pass to the very last possible moment. And Helam Lukey held up and taken down. 20 out on that right edge. Huge lineup here to the left. Marnie at first receiver for Drinkwater. Now they shift it. Sutton for Purdue, who slows and steps back in field. Heading sideways now. The double pump back right for Chester. And Chester from a standing start has nowhere to go. Fifth and last, do they try this left edge again? Clifford is going to kick cross field. Looking for Robert Derby. Takes it in the air. Flicks it out the back for Sutton. Sutton goes under the arm to McIntyre. McIntyre fights his way over the line. And they've held him up. Tallis Duncan with a try saver. Robert Derby, AFL style, claims the mark. Keeps the ball alive now. This will be interesting. Has Robert Derby been impacted here by Penatani? Tackles him in midair. This will be penalty Cowboys. Penatani wraps him up before he comes back down. It'll be a penalty to the Cowboys if they don't score. Sutton tries to find some space. Can't do it. The nice little flick underneath for McIntyre. And Tallis Duncan has pulled off a miracle try save. But it will be Cowboys ball. It'll be a penalty for tackling Robert Derby in the air. Tallis Duncan with a potential game saver. Let's be honest. That wasn't just a try saver. That was a potential match-saving effort. Because if the Cowboys scored there and then and extend their lead, very hard to come back for the Rabbitohs. It is a penalty, though, of course. Tackled in the air. You can't do that. Michael, ahoy, mate. 7862. The penalty made official. Marnie taps and goes. Here's Hess. Bending the line as he has done every single carry this game. Back into midfield for McKaylee. Swivels. Still going, McKaylee. He's close. Oh, half a metre out here. Big Tom McKaylee. Marnie brings it back to the left. Neame on the crash ball. They put him on his back. And he's held up over the line. They'll take it back to the 10 metres. Halfway through the set. Bollywood Legacy, ahoy mates. Holy Rabbits are losing to the Cowboys. He can't believe what he's seeing. McKaylee put down 5 metres out now. Play 4. Ain Staten, ahoy mate. Sutton for Drinkwater. Delays the pass for Purdue. Purdue goes in and away on Duncan. Duncan gets to his knees and drags him down from behind. Fifth and last. Drinkwater back down the short side for McIntyre. It's the 5th tackle, boys. Drinkwater bobbles it. Keeps it alive for Marnie. Marnie tries to grub her in behind. And it's trapped by Lockie Hubner. And he takes it well there, Lockie Hubner. Drops down on the ball. Marnie is now laying all over the ruck. And that'll be a penalty to the Rabbitohs. Marnie just pushes the line too far on this occasion. Just pushed it a little too far there, Reed. And the Rabbitohs find touch. 35 out from their own line. Reed Marnie doing Reed Marnie things and just taking it a little too far on this occasion. 18 points to 6. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Rabbitohs, can they get themselves down the other end and strike? Lukey makes the tackle in midfield with Clifford and Marnie. Nowhere to go for LeBlanc and the Rabbitohs. Walker takes it out the back. Dummies. Bends the line. 40 metres out on play 4. Hubner with a settler in the middle. Quick play the ball. Ward dummies and goes up the middle. 20 metres out when that gap converges. Fifth and last. They go to Walker on the left. Cut out pass. Put some space for Alex Johnston. Alex Johnston for the corner. He's lost it. Alex Johnston goes for the left edge. Reaches out and loses the ball. Goes up as no try as AJ is still down in back play. Drinkwater gets across. Drinkwater with the tackle. He's up around the shoulders. Johnston reaches out and loses it. So close, yet so far. Alex Johnston, he usually ices those, and he is face planted into the ground. DL, thank you very much for the heart me on TikTok. We seem to, for some reason, be avoiding a gift suspension on TikTok today. They can't make up their mind about us. The content's fine, or it's not. Sometimes all within the space of a 15-minute period. Seems like it's all good today for some reason. Anyway, the Cowboys with a let-off. Alex Johnston. You don't see that very often. AJ losing the ball over the line. It was a tough chance, but a chance nonetheless, and we usually see him take those. Peter Griffin-Neame straight up the middle. Stands in the tackle, and then he's backflipped by Lockie Hubner, 40 metres out from the line. Fifth and last, Drinkwater puts the high ball up. And Penatani loses it. Penatani drops the high ball. Cowboys will go back on the attack. Oh, they've got this game in command at the moment, the Cows. This has been disappointing from the Rabbitohs. Penatani couldn't hold on. Eight minutes gone in the second half. The Cowboys, a full set of 6 incoming inside the red zone. This could be a big, big moment. The Cowboys lined up out on the right. Clifford drops it off inside for Hess. And for the first time tonight, he's been cut down in the first tackle. Sutton goes short for McIntyre. 5 metres out on the left edge. Neame back in midfield. The settler in front of the post. He's right on that left upright. Marnie goes at the back for Clifford. The double pump out the back for Drinkwater. Tries to fend away from Cody Walker, who wrangles him down 10 metres out. 2 tackles left. Marnie at first receiver as they come back in field. Clifford goes short for Sutton, and Sutton spills it in contact. Dufty comes away with it, and the Rabbitohs survive. The error from Sutton, dropping the ball in contact. And here come the Rabbitohs now. Tallis Duncan. They need to find some answers here, the Bunnies. Tackle 3, just short of halfway to Tola. Just inside the Cowboys half now. Here's Dufty at first receiver. 30 metres out. Fifth and last. They come to the right. Ashton Ward pivots. Puts the high ball up. And it's an easy take of the back for Darby. Good kick chase, though, and they keep him pinned down inside the 10. Purdue with a risky ball across to Drinkwater. Gives it to Chester, and they open them up. Chester's up outside the 40. He's up over halfway. He won't be stopped. Chester, oh, he's in and away on Dufty, and it's a loose pass infield that's gone forward. Tom Chester just needed to keep running. Oh, Todd Payten can't stand it. He's up. The coach is up and threatening to walk out. Well, they have absolutely dead set bombed this one, the Cowboys. Butchered it. Tom Chester a breakout from inside their own 20. All he needed to do was draw and pass. He held on a little too long. And Dufty ends up with a try-saving effort. If the Cowboys ultimately lose this game, we can think back to that moment. What a let-off for the Rabbitohs. That's just inexperience. That's all that is. That's inexperience. Tom Chester will never again try that play. That cue has been put in the rack. As a matter of fact, he might overcompensate next time and pass a wee bit too early. Ward takes it to the line and goes short for Kalamatangi. They've been given a big reprieve here, the Rabbitohs. They need to find an answer. You don't get opportunities given to you like that too often. Fifth and last, 35 out. Walker will run it to the line, puts the grubber kick in, and that'll be a handover as he's lost it forward. Cody Walker trying to put the kick through, and he just loses it. Didn't get a foot on it. This has been really poor from the Bunnies. Cody Walker visibly frustrated. 28 minutes to play. Bengal Power says, any chance Purdue will do something? Zero chance, because I put him in my multi, and I instantly regret it. It's like he's got this built-in sense. Jackson Purdue. He's just got this built-in sense. Whoop! Dan's put me in his same-game multi. I better suck tonight. Anyway, tackle 4 here for the Cowboys. 35 meters out from the line. Numbers out to the right, but they've coughed it up. Again, opportunity goes begging. Oh, this is a scrappy old game it's turning into. Everybody's got the dropsies. Reggie Chook's Army says, more discipline, boys. Come on. The Rabbitohs with another let-off. 27 minutes to play. They're going to have to take advantage of one of these opportunities. Gamer Mel, welcome back. No score since the halftime break. 18 points to 6 it remains. Both teams have got the dropsies. The Butterfingers have kicked in as the pressure mounts, as time seeps away. LeBlanc plays it, 5 short of halfway. Humphreys for Walker as they stretch it left. Seawall tries to step through Chester, takes it into the Cowboys half. Brought to ground 40 meters out. Bringing it back infield. Kepi goes to ground on the 5th and last. Quick play the ball. Mamazelis switches direction back to the middle. Humphreys puts a high ball up. That's a hell of a kick. Flying through to put pressure on Derby. And Ashton Ward rips it away, but they've made the tackle. Handover 10 meters out from the Cowboys line. Cowboys go quickly. Sutton heads off down the short side. I don't really understand why that wasn't 6 more for the Rabbitohs. No touch on the ball, I guess, was the call when Ashton Ward came down with it. Hess with another strong carry. Winding back the clock here. Going Hess. Connor Stewart says, can the Cowboys win it all this year? Kick is charged down. It's loose on the deck. And sliding through to scoop it up well is Ashton Ward. Rabbitohs back in possession. That is a fantastic effort. Sliding across the turf and scooping it up all in one motion and managing to hold on without spilling it. Beautiful work. 20 out from the line. Duncan plays it. Kepi, flat-footed as he contacts Halfway through the set. Now, Humphrey steps back in off the left, beats the tackler Drinkwater. But Cohen Hessen Nima there to shut him down. Walker now. For Ward to float it over the top for Penatani. Penatani steps back in field. Busts through two Cowboys defenders. Penatani gets a double. Beautiful ball from Ashton Ward. And the Cowboys head back. Crucial try. Ashton Ward set this up, the charge down. Well, it was more incidental than it was played at. Ashton Ward scoops up the loose ball, and then he sums it up nicely here. Notices Robert Derby way in field again. Floater over the top for Penatani, who steps back in field and straight through some really weak defense from Sutton and Derby. 18-10 kick to come. Bunnies head back. Ashton Ward take a bow, summed it up beautifully, the young halfback. And another solid finish from Penatani. I tell you what, they don't need to go left. And Alex Johnston, they've got this bloke. Talanoa Penatani, 2 tries tonight. Just well summed up by Ashton Ward. Like, the composure there from the young halfback. He spots both Cowboys outside defenders racing up as the conversion from Latrell Seawall down the middle. 18 points to 12. Game back on. Golden point still well and truly on the cards. I'd pop it. Any number of results still on the cards. That was a crucial try. A little bit of luck went their way, but you need a little bit of luck sometimes. They'll take it. And this man, Talanoa Penatani, 2 tries. Clifford gets us back underway. Sending it into the corner for Cody Walker, and he's got Sean Kepi taking the first hit up. Plenty of time left for anything to happen in this contest. 18 points to 12. What a finish we could have. Kalamatangi. Been a bit quiet tonight, Keon. Can't help but notice a lot of strapping around his right knee, so possibly just not at 100%. LeBlanc takes it up outside the 30. Dufty into the Cowboys half, 5th and last. Humphreys. What a difference his kicking game has made. Puts this one high. And Drinkwater tracks across for it, takes it on the fall. And has he copped a high shot there? He's looking at the referee. He wants the call, Drinky. No call from the officials. It might have been a little bit high, in fairness. But Jamie Humphreys, he's made an immediate impact with his kicking game for the Rabbitohs. Big run from Hess. Offloads back from Marnie. He keeps it alive for McIntyre. The offloads get them 10 more meters up to the 40-meter line. McIntyre plays it. Taumalolo up over halfway. Bends the line. 5th and last, just inside the Rabbitohs half. The defense is backtracking. That is a really poor kick. It only goes 10 meters. It's taken by the Cowboys, though. Offload back for Chester. Beware the second kick. The second kick was as bad as the first, and Alex Johnston plucks it out of the sky. Cowboys, that was terrible. Bad enough that you have one shocking kick in a sequence, but to get an opportunity to get the second kick away, and the second kick is equally as bad. You don't see that very often. As Duncan fends away and creates space now for Penatani. Penatani steps inside Derby, but he clings with him and brings him down 10 short of the halfway line. Starting to throw the ball around now, the Rabbitohs. Duncan back into midfield. Fifth and last, Ashton Ward steps up and puts the kick down. Taken at the back by Drinkwater, and he winds up tripped up by Sean Kepi in the kick chase, 20 metres out in midfield. Judah Shivian, that happened to you once. You kicked it right into the arms of their best player. 15 metres, on 15 metres, and he rolled us. Oh, huge contact there. Matt Lodge straight over the top of Jamie Humphreys, and the Cowboys get 6 again. The final quarter of this game approaches, and that has sparked the Cowboys into a little bit of life. Play 2, 45 metres out. Straight up the middle. Good carry from Taumalolo. Drinkwater at first receiver. Goes out the back for Sutton, who slips through the gap, but he falls over, gets up and goes again for McIntyre. The ball kept alive for the Cowboys here. Chester, 10 metres out in midfield, goes to ground on play 4. What a build. Marnie, cut out pass left for Sutton, steps off the left. Sutton goes straight through and scores. Liam Sutton with the try. Breaks this game apart. 22-12, kick to come. Liam Sutton. Talk about floating under the radar. Nobody, I'm sure, had him in their multi. He hasn't done anything all game, and then suddenly, this set of 6 is gone boom, boom. Breaks the line there, but slips. And then he backs up a couple of tackles later to slice through and score the try just to the left of the posts. 18 and a half minutes remaining. Cowboys back on top, about to re-extend that lead by 12. Liam Sutton. Congratulations if you had him anytime try. Slipping out of the tackle of Sean Kepi, I think it was, who missed it. And he's enjoyed that. I think he's more surprised than any of us that he scored a try. Liam Sutton. Michael Palmer, ahoy, mates. New subscriber. Well, thank you very much for that, first and foremost. You like the way I call the game with the graphic. Cheers, mate, as Jake Clifford converts. Just to the left of the post, he was a simple conversion. 24 points to 12. The Cowboys open up that 2 converted try lead once again. Reggie Chook's Army says they're probably suffering on only 1 Dare Espresso this morning. I've only had 1 Dare Espresso myself today. So I can vouch that it leaves you a little bit flat. That's where I was going with that, if anyone was wondering. Only 1 does leave you feeling a little flat once it wears off. 17 and a half minutes to play. Cowboys up by 2 converted tries. Charlie, ahoy mate. Charlie and Faye with you from Wiwak, PNG. There's Taumalolo with a good carry up the middle. JT takes 15 metres off that run. And now Lodge gets the late offload. Back for Marnie and Drinkwater. A little bit of open space for Drinky. 5 metres inside the Rabbitohs half. Their defence backtracking again, but the Cowboys kick coming forward for it. Dufty takes it. Surrenders in the tackle 5 metres out from his own line. When will we see Little Mighty Mouse? There's 16 and a half minutes to go. When do we see Jai Gray? When does Wayne Bennett say, I need an X Factor? Unless Jai Gray is just well and truly cooked. And that's why they made the late switch. Maybe he's just completely cooked. Mamazelas from dummy half. Cut out pass to the right. Creates some space for Ward. Dummies on Purdue. And Purdue comes back at him. 40 metres out from the line now on the fifth and last. Humphreys kicks high for the corner. An easy take at the back for Drinkwater. And Drinky brings it back into midfield. Just short of the 20-metre line. Cowboys back in possession. State of Origin Wednesday night. I hope everybody's as excited as I am. Always a good time covering the State of Origin. $2.45 outsiders. Queensland. Madness. Madness. I think the game will be a lot closer than that as the Cowboys up over halfway. Fifth and last, 40 metres out from the Rabbitohs line. Drinkwater at first receiver to put the kick in. High down to the corner for Penatani, who takes it well on this occasion. And Robert Darby has lined him up with 15 minutes to play. The Cowboys are well on top in this one. 24-12. Another try, you would think, ices it. Dufty. Out to the 30. When do we see Jai Gray? Could he be the X factor that swings the game back for the Rabbitohs? They shift left. Cody Walker. Cut out pass for Johnston. Johnston one-on-one with Labert. And he's brought down just short of the halfway line on play 4. Cody Walker, very flat-footed. Kalaumatangi goes back short side. And the Cowboys, big contact there on Seawalt. But they're offside. 6 again. This is their moment, the Rabbitohs. Kalaumatangi back in midfield. Beats 1, beats 2, but he's going sideways. Dufty up in the line, brings it to the 30. They need to strike now, of course. They got the 6 again. This is their opportunity. Good carry by Kepi inside the 20. Maintains his feet and gets a quick play the ball away. Ward for Walker. Cut out pass left for Seawell. Quick hands for Alex Johnston. And Johnston spills it over the line again. Alex Johnston, for the second time tonight, has dropped the ball over the line. If you ever felt like this man's not 100%, he has bombed 2 tries tonight. He is clearly not 100%. Tom Chester, the try-saver of all try-savers. Alex Johnston has butchered another one. No, he's dropped it over the line for the second time tonight. The Cowboys' defense. This is what we saw last week against the Rabbitohs at Magic Round. They are defending their goal line for dear life. And we talked about Alex Johnston probably not being 100%. He looks a little bit flat and a little bit injured. The fact that he has now bombed 2 dead-set cert tries says to me that he's definitely not at 100%. McKaylee brings it out for the Cowboys. 13 and a half minutes to go. Set restart on play 1. Taumalolo stands in the 3-man tackle. They're up over halfway now as Lodge comes back into the play the ball area. You feel like that was their chance. The Rabbitohs, the heads have dropped. The defense is flat. Late offload from McKaylee. Creates space down the left. McIntyre dragged down by Tallis Duncan. 20 metres out. Oh, somebody's gone down in back play there. The Rabbitohs, Adam Elliott, just dropped to his haunches. Numbers out to the right. Numbers out the wazoo here for the Cowboys, but a poor pass from Drinkwater. Out the back. Labert has to retreat to collect it. Gives it to Tom Chester in midfield, and they've lost about 10 metres. 5th and last, and that's another poor pass up for Clifford. Puts the high ball up. Dufty comes forward for it. Takes it 15 out from his own line and spills it. Cowboys back in possession. Purdue's away. Purdue taken 10 metres out in front of the posts. Marnie sends it to the right for Clifford. Short ball. Lukey bumps off one. Fends away from Kalaumatangi. And that's the game. Helam Lukey scores. That's the ball game. 28 points to 12. Kick to come. Rabbitohs have been absolutely toasted. Adam Elliott been walked off the field by 2 trainers. That's the game. Lukey scores. The Rabbitohs have absolutely cooked it. Undefeated at this stadium no more. Look at this run from Helam Lukey. The short ball from Clifford. Bumps off Kalamatangi. Kalamatangi comes back at him and he fends him away with the left arm. I don't think Keon's 100% either. He had that drop ball early on that led to a Cowboys try. And to miss the tackle one-on-one twice in the same sequence of play, I don't think he's 100% either. There's some battered bodies out there for the Rabbitohs. Keon Kalamatangi does not generally miss one-on-one tackles twice in the same sequence of play. Not like that. Unbelievable. The strength of Helam Lukey. Ten meters in from touch. Clifford puts it down the middle. Conversion successful. 30 points to 12. Cowboys. We've seen it all weekend. 30 points seems to be enough to win. And with 10 minutes 40 to go in this game, they've got this one. Cowboys, too strong. Well played by Todd Payten's men. We were talking at the start of the season about Todd Payten potentially being the first coach to get the flick this season. As the Rabbitohs go short here from the restart, it doesn't find 10. It doesn't go 10 meters. And the Cowboys will take the play of the ball. 10 short of the halfway line. Darby. 10 minutes still to play. I feel like there's more points. The Rabbitohs' heads have dropped. They've given up the ghost here. Taumalolo takes it into the Rabbitohs' half. Clifford hands it off inside for Lodge. Lodge, another strong carry. He's wound back the clock tonight. Matty Lodge. Clifford out the back for Sutton. Late offload for Taumalolo. JT for McKaylee. 20 meters out now as they spread it right. No, Drinkwater comes back in field. Gets the offload back. They're keeping the ball alive here, the Cowboys. Chester will play at 15 meters out. The ruck speed has just gone up a few gears. Drinkwater taken down by Cody Walker. 10 out in front of the posts. Fifth and last, Marnie goes for Sutton, who puts the grubber kick in behind, straight into the arms of Dufty. And with 9.5 minutes to go, Rabbitohs back in possession. Big defense from the Cowboys, though. Keeping the Rabbitohs pinned down inside their own 20. They don't... Oh, they've lost the ball. The Rabbitohs. Dufty spills it. A loose carry. There'll be a captain's challenge. Oh, the Rabbitohs. Goat on TikTok. You think this game wins you the work tipping comp? 2 bonus points for a full round. Very nice. Well done, Goat. Oh, he's lost the ball. I don't see any stripping motion there. Challenge unsuccessful. The Cowboys get it back. Oh, the Rabbitohs. What are you doing to poor Uncle Wayne? Poor Wayne Bennett. If he was embarrassed after their last effort, or some of their efforts in recent weeks, I can only imagine what he's feeling after this one. They were in this game up to their necks with 20 minutes to go, and then it's just fallen apart for them. Clifford does well to hold on to this one. Gives it off to McKaylee in midfield. 25 metres out, or 35 rather. Taumalolo gets the offload back. And a penalty. The Rabbitohs are offside. And that covers up a mistake. Another drop ball from the Cowboys. But they get the penalty. Gamer Mel says, so happy I didn't put SGM on this game. Aussie John, at this stage of the season, is there anyone who can truly challenge the Panthers? Yeah, I think the Oh, what a run from McKaylee. Taken down 5 metres out. I think the Warriors, Aussie John, and the Roosters. Clifford out the back for Drinkwater. Late pass up for Darby, and he's shown the sideline. Good goal line defence from the Rabbitohs. Too little, too late, but it was good goal line defence nonetheless. 7 minutes 40 left to play. Back into midfield. 10 out from their own line. The Rabbitohs play the ball. Kalamatangi brings it outside the 20. A very just off game from Keon tonight as Walker threatens to break the line. Gets the offload back for Dufty. He's straight up the middle. Up over halfway. Goes on the outside of Drinkwater. 30 metres to go. And Helam Lukey's got back there, putting in a big hit. 25 metres out from the line. Dufty goes to ground. Firing it over for Walker in midfield. They've got to get the ball left. They've got to get the ball left. Oh, he's gone straight. Humphreys, you great big goose. They had a 7-on-1 overlap to the left. Humphreys takes a hit up the middle. Poor Wayne Bennett's going to have a heart attack. Mamazelis grubbers in behind the line for Drinkwater. Goal line dropout for the Cowboys. They had numbers out the wazoo to the left, so Humphreys decides to tuck it under the shoulder and run it up. Sums up the night for the Rabbitohs, really. Drinkwater sends the restart deep. It's over the head of everybody, but no threat of going into touch. It sits up for the Rabbitohs on halfway. Kepi fires it in field for Hubner. Hubner goes in and away on Lukey, gets the offload back for Walker, and it ends up back in the hands of Kepi. 30 metres out from the line. Set restart here for a second effort. No, yes it is. It is called. Humphreys takes it to the line. 20 metres out. 5.5 minutes to go. Full set of 6 here. The Rabbitohs. Ward has to surrender as he runs in behind his own man. Tackle 2. Halfway through the set. 10 metres out. Mamazelis brings it back down the short side. The cutout pass is attempted. Deflects off the Cowboys. That's a knock on. Rabbitohs will get the ball back. Full set of 6. Adam Panton, 6'9", Do you think Johnson had too much to prove? He buckled. I think he's just injured. Like, he is clearly not at 100%, AJ. And he's not the only one. Keon Kalamatangi has also had a shocker of a game. And, yeah, he's clearly not playing at 100%. As Ward fires it back, the scrum has to be reset. Yeah, I just think Alex Johnston's out there pushing through a little niggle. I've got no other basis than just what I'm seeing. Penalty to the Rabbitohs as the ball's kicked away from the scrum by the Cowboys. Mamazelis looks to go quickly. 4.5 minutes to play. Into midfield. Hubner beats one. And he's dragged down 5 metres out in front of the posts. Mamazelis brings it to the right. Humphreys, short ball for Fletcher. 5 out from the line. Big open side to the left if they can get it there. Ward for Humphreys. Walker, Harbour Bridge over the top for Johnston. He surely won't butcher this one. Alex Johnston scores. They finally nail one. Twice he's dropped it over the line. Third time's a charm. 30 points to 16 with the kick to come. Cody Walker, the two-man cutout pass over the top. Alex Johnston gets his try. 30 points to 16 with 4 minutes to play. The Cowboys, outside men, caught so far in field again. Latrell Seawalt from the sideline starts it way out to the right, and it hooks back about 10 meters through the middle. Conversion successful, 30 points to 18. All right, now they've got to score from the kickoff. They can score right from the kickoff, and it's game on again. £30 to 18, 3.5. Break out from the kickoff and give us a game. The unvaxxed champ, you just need Taumalolo to score. Clifford with the restart. Taken by the Rabbitohs. Can they score from the kickoff? They can't. Kepi taken down 10 metres out. Very flat-footed here, the Rabbitohs. They're not thinking the way I am, obviously. I'm thinking break out from the kickoff, long-range try. Well, here they go. They shift left. Some space. But it shuts down pretty quickly as the Cowboys slide across. And Seawalt taking a ground on play 3, 25 metres out. Kalaumatangi up the middle. Portetti's back on the 30. It was a very weak stroll into contact there from Keon. He is definitely not 100%. Some of these players probably shouldn't have played on reflection. Late offload back for Memezelis. It's a loose pass for Walker. He gets it on the bounce and almost opens them up the middle. Fifth and last on halfway. Ward is going to run. Can't get through McKaylee. They've lost the ball. The Rabbitohs spill it. And with 2 minutes to go, it'll be a meek and meaningless handover for the Cowboys. But they've done extremely well here, the Cowboys. Backing up Magic Round against the Roosters. And this is a couple of big wins for them this season. Zach Labert brings it to the 30. Game, set, bingo, says Ghost Particle. Hess tackled 20 metres out from the line. Inside the final 2 minutes. Clifford for Sutton. Turns it back inside for Purdue. Purdue into midfield. Chester bobbles it. Keeps it alive for McKaylee. McKaylee goes straight through. Kepi. He slips, gets up and goes again. Oh, half a metre out here, Tommy McKaylee. Loose pass, hits the deck. Clifford toes it through. And the Rabbitohs will dive on it. It's called a knock on. No more tries this game, I don't think. Odd Poppet says consolation try will take the points. Good game to the Cowboys, though. Not enough time for 2 tries. Final minute. 30 points to 18. 30 seems to be the theme, right? Like, if we have a look at the results this weekend, the rest of the results for round 12. Oh, here goes Penatani up over halfway. Oh, Penatani's done his hammy. Penatani seems to have done his hamstring. He was in open space. He'd broken away upfield. Hopefully for him, he's just cramping up. Ward puts the kick in over the top. Lodge is chasing back. Big Matty Lodge puts the afterburners on and grounds it in goal. And Penatani's done his hamstring. Oh, the poor bloke. Penatani breaks out from his own end, gets over halfway, and the hammy just snaps, I think. Unlucky. Into open space, and then it just goes clutching at the back of his leg. He's like, damn, I'm done. He tried his best to power on. So look at this. This is crazy to me. Thursday night, Raiders versus Dolphins. Dolphins won 30 points to 22. Friday night footy, Bulldogs versus Storm. Bulldogs won 30 points to 12. 30 points to 20, sorry. Saturday, Dragons versus Warriors. Warriors won 30 points to 12. Manly versus the Titans, 12 points to 10. The final game of the round, Cowboys, Rabbitohs. Cowboys win 30 points to 18. I mean, honestly, get a load of that. Thursday night footy, Dolphins 30-22. Friday night, Bulldogs 30-20. Saturday, Warriors 30-12. Tonight, Cowboys 30-18. Imagine if you had some coin on the exact scoreline for the winning team being 30. You would have cleaned up this weekend. Only one game. Manly versus the Titans, 12 points to 10. Every other game, the winner scored 30. Crazy. We live in the Matrix. All right, Wasted World of Sports. It might have been a shorter week this week because of the bye rounds, but we do have that extra game coming up. State of Origin on Wednesday night. We're going to transfer you on YouTube straight there so you can set your reminders to come and join us here on the Wasted World of Sports. Thank you so much. We will see you Wednesday for State of Origin. Cheers.